Now, to summary the discussion of chapter 4, let's go back first with the learning objectives. So first, discuss the function of literature review. So a literature review is the selection of available documents on the topic which contain information, ideas, data, and evidence written from a particular standpoint to fulfill certain aims or express a certain views on the nature of the topic and how it is to be investigated, and the effective evaluation of these documents in relation to the research being proposed or the field of study you have chosen. A literature review ensures that the researcher's effort is positioned relative to the existing knowledge and builds on this knowledge. Again, a literature review has many other functions because the researcher's question or the research question of a study serve as a starting point for the literature review. Some of this function depends on the type of research question the researcher developed. Now, for the second objectives, which write a literature review on any given topic, documenting the reference in the prescribed manner. So at the end of these slides, I'll give you the sample that we have made with my colleague in the reporting, Mr. Ramil Pamatong. So the first step of the literature review involves in the identification of the materials. So we have the data sources that are available on the topic of interest and gaining access to this. Searching for the literature in the area of interest will provide us a very comprehensive bibliography on the subject. That is why the researchers will have to be careful in selecting relevant matters. Some criteria for assessing the value of materials are the relevance of the issue that are addressed and the importance in terms of citation, the year of publication, and overall quality. Documenting the literature review is important so that we can convince the reader that the researcher is knowledgeable about the problem area and has done a preliminary homework that is necessary in the conduct of the research. So the last learning objective is discuss the ethical issues of documenting the literature review. Just to summarize, when researchers document their literature review, there are two important pitfalls that we have to be aware, remember. First is the purposely misinterpreting the work of other authors. And the second is plagiarism. So the use of other original words, arguments, or ideas as thought they were your own. Even this is done in good faith or out of carelessness or out of ignorance, let's be careful to copy or to utilize the work of others without even acknowledging their work of life. Both proposed misinterpreting the work of others and plagiarism are considered to be fraud. The appendix of this chapter offers information in how to use the online databases, the bibliographical indexes, the American Psychological Association format and the references and the others. The four is the notes of referencing the previous studies and quoting original sources in the literature review selection. Now, not to preempt the topic of Mr. Ramil, it will be much more further discussed for the topics in how we form a citation, how to quote the works of others. So let's again to summarize the topics that I've discussed. The most important thing is that we need really to be aware that plagiarism is a fraud. It's a crime. It should not be tolerated. So in the Philippines, this is it is called the Republic Act 10175, also known as the cyber crime law, which it can be the same as the copyright violation. So this is in accordance with the Department of Justice.